Hey and welcome to the Covert Copy Traffic plugin demo. Watch this entire video to discover the simple trick that will double your social traffic in 7 seconds or less. Warning, you're losing 70% of your potential blog traffic right now, but with this game-changing WordPress plugin, you can get it all back in less than 7 seconds. Social sharing is hot. It's quickly becoming the #1 factor for determining your search engine ranking. The more likes and shares you have, the more important you look to Google. People think Facebook is the biggest social sharing site in the world, and while it is, they only account for around 25% of all shares on the internet. So what could possibly be bigger? What has more users than Facebook? The answer, of course, is email. Everybody's got an email account. And email is the internet's original sharing tool, and email is still #1, totally dominating social sharing. Before Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest and other social media sites, people would share content by emailing it to each other. And old habits die hard, and even after the birth of social media sites, people still use email to share content. And if you think about it, that makes perfect sense. We all have one of those annoying friends that forwards us every mildly interesting or funny email they get. In fact, up to 70% of all social sharing is done via email, versus only 25% on Facebook. And what we see here is a screenshot of one of our campaigns, and there was a link to share the content, and they could choose between Twitter, Facebook and forwarding it to a friend via email, and as you can see, email was the overwhelming winner. Is this a problem? Your social sharing buttons include an email to friend link, right? Well, the thing is, we discovered that you can have all the fancy social sharing buttons, floaters, pop-ups, etc. you like. It won't matter, because for every single visitor who uses your social sharing buttons, 90% will have shared your content by copy and pasting. Yeah, that's right. Not only is email the preferred way of sharing, people copy and paste your content when they share. Old habits really do die hard. And of course, when they copy and paste, you get no backlinks, no referral traffic, and no benefits at all. Up to 6% of all visits to your site results in a copy and paste share you get 0 credit for. That is an awful lot of traffic you're missing out on. And they're not just copy and pasting to email, they're doing it to forums, to Facebook, to Twitter, even to their own blogs. Now, when we first discovered these numbers, we were quite frankly angry, and we were thinking about how do we shut these bastards down and stop them from copying our content. But then we realized that this was actually not a problem but an untapped opportunity, because if you can't beat them, you make them work for you. If 70% prefer to copy and paste, and that does not include your link, then that's your own fault. You can't change the internet, at least not when we're talking about numbers this big. You want those 70% to keep going and share your content as much as possible. You just want them to include your link. And that's why we're happy and very proud to be introducing the Covert Copy Traffic plugin. It will automatically detect when people copy anything from your blog. And when they paste it into email, Facebook, forums, etc., the plugin will automatically include your link and message. And we weren't kidding about the 7 seconds either. The headline was not a cheap gimmick. This is a one-click install WordPress plugin. And here's what it does right out of the box after you activate it, without having to change any settings. And here's the example. People copy some text from your blog like you see below, and they ignore your fancy social sharing buttons. They then go to the email to paste it in there so they can email it and share it with friends. But then the plugin will automatically add your links and text to the copied content, as you can see here. Read the original article here, and then there's a link to the site the content was copied from. And it doesn't just work with email, it works with Facebook and anywhere else too. Here's the same content copied, and remember, they copied the content without copying any links. They paste it into Facebook, and our plugin automatically adds the link in there, so you get all this good stuff here on Facebook when they share on Facebook by copy and pasting. So let me show you how in just seconds from right now you can be harnessing the power of copy and paste rather than falling victim to it. And in order to do that, I'm going to take you out of the slides here and into my own WordPress admin area to show you how to install and use the plugin. So here we are live inside my WordPress admin area, and I'm just going to install the plugin just to again tell you I'm very serious about the 7 seconds. So if you go to upload the plugin, find it there, and we click on install now, and we activate the plugin. And as I said, without touching anything, I haven't gone into the settings, it is now working on the site. So if we refresh the page here on this domain and we try to copy and paste the text, and we paste it in here, you'll see it copy and paste the text, and then it put my text and link below it. So that's what I mean by installing it and activating it in 7 seconds or less. This will be working and running on your site. Now, of course, you can change the settings and use it exactly how you like. So if you go into the to the Covert Copy Traffic admin area here, the plugin admin area, what you'll see here is that the text before the URL, you can completely change that to whatever you like. Now the site I'm testing it on right now is a video site, so I would probably do something like watch the video here. Then second option here is what link to include. By the way, I just want to mention that you can write whatever you want here. You have unlimited space to write here, and you can even leave it completely blank if you just want to show a link. Right, so we move on to the link we want to show. Default is the current permanent link, which means that it will include the link to the actual page people copied the content from. You can also choose to, regardless of where people copy from, always to include the link from your home page. This is great if you're specifically trying to rank your home page of your blog. This is good for deep linking and very targeted traffic. You can also choose to link to a specific URL, and this could be anything you want, from affiliate links to another product to another blog, whatever. So when people copy from this blog, I could link to something else completely. And finally, you can choose not to include a link at all if you only want to show some text when people do this. This you would probably rarely use, but it does have some uses. For example, if you want to include a number for telemarketing or whatever you want to do. So the option is there. But we have the current link here. I'm happy with that. You can choose whether to place the attribution message and link above the text people copy or below the text. And finally, you can set the minimum amount of words required for people to copy before this kicks in. Right now I have set to 10. I can set this to any number I want. If I set it to 0, this stuff, the plugin will kick in even if people as much as copy a single blank space from my site. But I'm quite happy with this now. So I mean, I just changed the text in here, but just want to show you how easy it is. As soon as I refresh the page or somebody new hits the page, if I then go and copy, you see I changed to watch the video here. Or I could change it to my blog homepage. That won't match the text I've in there now, but for demonstration purposes, let's just do that. I can figure out what I want to do. Yeah, so I did it here, and now it always links to the homepage of my blog. Or again, I could do a completely different one. So, and I just wanted to show you Facebook here, because people do copy and paste to Facebook as well. So if I go in here, refresh again, and copy and paste. So not only does it work in email or anywhere else you do it, if I copy and paste in here, you see it didn't look like there was any link there, but magically Facebook gets the link from our plugin, and your link is added here when people copy and paste your content into Facebook, into Twitter, or into anywhere else. So there you have it. The plugin is super simple. It works right out of the box without having to make any changes to it, but you are able to go in here and update these settings to whatever you want to make it work exactly how you want to do it, including deciding what kind of link you will have in the messages and a complete custom text for the messages. So that was the plugin in action. So right now I'm just going to take you back to the slides and tell you why this works so well. It works so well because unlike when you're trying to get people to click social buttons, you are not trying to get your visitors to change their habits here. You already know what they're doing, and you already know that a large percentage of people are copy and pasting to share, and they like to share via email. And now you'll be quite happy to sit back and let them carry on copy and pasting, because now you'll benefit every time they do. Now you'll get links and traffic back from it. And the plugin will not interfere with your normal social media strategies. You should carry on using all your buttons, Facebook like buttons and all the other stuff you're using to get social traffic. And this plugin will not interfere with that at all. It will simply capture the huge chunk of people you get nothing from right now. And as we already established, that is actually the majority of your visitors. In fact, this strategy is so effective, it's currently being used by major companies like NBC Universal, the New York Post, National Geographic, The Sun, the Daily Mail, and many, many others. In fact, we've discovered for ourselves from testing that blogs with covert copy traffic installed get more social shares, more backlinks, and more traffic than any blogs using any other social sharing strategy, buttons, floaters, or whatever we could think of. And it does it with no extra work. You install it, and you maybe configure it, customize it once, and then it runs forever. There is absolutely no extra work involved in this. Now, you might be forgiven for thinking that this would cost a small fortune. After all, if it's a technology and a strategy used by major companies, well, those big companies are certainly paying big money for the solutions they use. But here's the kicker. What they use doesn't even have half the features we've included in covert copy traffic. And for a limited time only, you can get your hands on the brand new covert copy traffic plugin at the special low early bird price. And we do plan to start selling this for $59 or more very soon. But right now, you can get it at a fraction of that, and that includes free lifetime updates. We'll even include full multi-site and developer's license at no extra cost. That means you can use the plugin on all your blogs, use it on blogs you build for clients, even sell and flip blogs with the plugin installed. So all that's left to do now is to click the button below to secure your copy of the brand new covert copy traffic plugin before the price goes up. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you inside.